Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Always a pleasure. I know the man that I first ever did a Zoom with, Mr. Chris Billam Smith. How are you, mate?
Oh, good, mate. I had to remind you of that, though. You forgot where you came from, didn't you? The other week. You forgot where you came from, mate.
When we say the other week, was this at said event?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was. There's probably a reason. No state. How's things?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Obviously, just watched Ellie box and comfortable win. So, and then looking forward to the main event.
Well, let's talk about Ellie, who's just behind us there. That beautiful blue belt over there. Another great performance outing on this card. Just happy with how her career's progressing and going. I know you two are so close.
Yeah. Obviously, 8 fights in now, but fought at a level the whole time. Hasn't taken any sort of easy fights at all. She's had obviously a good win on her debut when that was here. Actually, no, it wasn't her debut here. Ellie, debut here? No. You had your second fight here. Gangloff was your second. Yeah. No, but we captured you. And then she's boxed. Her career's gone really well. Like if you look at the fights she's had, all learning fights, and that's why she's able to go and make a defence of a world title in her 8th fight. Super comfortable. To be honest, give the girl 1 round in my eyes, if that. Super comfortable and still plenty to learn.
Ellie, really down to earth, a sort of people person. Just for you, I know that sort of you're very clear. How nice is it to watch the sort of journey unfold the way it is? Eddie said that he wants to build her into a proper star. Refreshing to hear.
Yeah, for sure. You know, she's such a good character. She doesn't do enough interviews half the time to show her.
That's why I'm in here now. Yeah.
Full character. But now amazing personality. And love having her in the gym. And it'll be just a really good journey that we've both been on, winning our world titles 2 weeks apart. So it's brilliant.
Look, there's no point me asking you about the main event and what I think you're going to predict, etc., because by the time this is out it will be done. But I suppose you have one eye as the WBO champion in the world looking at unifications. We will talk a little bit about Lawrence Okolie, but either one of these men leave the ring victorious, you're happy to get in and unify. That must be a real dream of yours.
Yeah, for sure. You don't just win a world title and then just defend one. You always looking forward, as I have done my whole career. Picked up the Commonwealth, looked up to did a defence, picked up the British and the European in a couple of fights after, and you're just looking for the next stage, which for me now is, there'll be business in the meantime before I can unify, but that's obviously the goal, and then after that it will be looking towards undisputed.
The domestic cruiserweight division is so exciting, and your journey's been so exciting. Obviously that incredible fight with Lawrence Okolie, that moment that you became world champion, and then just before that, Zhozhaj, that tough motherfucker in the December, Bournemouth. What an atmosphere you had. Now you've been built up as this hometown star. How special is it for you? I mean, we look at, for example, that first Tommy McCarthy fight, how much you've came on since then. You've faced adversity along the way and always bounced back. Testament to your character.
Yeah, I just look forward. Like I said, everything's about moving forward. Regardless, win, lose or draw, I'm back in the gym looking to improve, and that's exactly what I've done even since the last fight. I had a month off and then back in the gym. I was back in the gym in July, training and just looking to improve. I'm not the finished article, far from it. I didn't box perfect in the last fight, so it's all about improving. And the cruiserweight scene in Britain's fantastic. It's probably our best scene when it comes to the depth of it. And obviously you've got Chev Clark tonight fighting one of my old opponents who I boxed here. Then you've got Chamberlain Lawal fighting soon. Jordan Thompson's fighting for a world title tonight. You've got Riakporn on the brinks, me and Lawrence, so it's an exciting division. And I'm buzzing to be a part of it because, as we've seen from my career, they're the fights I get up for. Riakporn, Glover, Thorley, yes, he was Welsh, but in Britain. Tommy McCarthy, Chamberlain, Lawrence, all those fights. So they're the fights you know, as a fighter, you want to be involved in. As a British fighter, you want the rest of your scene to be thriving, and it is.
It's almost like the throwback division, isn't it, the cruiserweights? Everyone's just sort of had to fight each other. Everyone's been so happy to fight each other. It's sort of refreshing. It's what boxing needs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it goes. Now we're at the world stage. I think the other champions are. No one's really holding the belt hostage as such. You know, Opetaya's coming over to build his name over here because he knows it's such a good scene. Obviously in a tough fight tonight, but or was in a tough fight, should I say? It might not have been. Who knows? But yeah, it's a division which is a refreshing division, and I think, you know, it's kind of what the sport needs.
How can I not ask you, Mr. Lawrence Okolie? I read some tweets, just speculation, I don't know, that the broadcaster may not want to main event him, and that the fight was maybe in jeopardy. Are you able to comment on that?
That's all, like, heard there may be an issue with it. That's all I heard, so that's all I said in interview. No one said we're not showing it. No one said they are, but I'm in training and I'm looking to get out end of November, early December at the latest. So whoever that is, I'll be ready. Obviously, I'd like some news soon. I want to know just as much as everyone else does asking me, because I need to prepare for a style of fighter. So yeah, I'm just looking to get out. I'll be out before the end of the year, defending the belt. Whether that's Lawrence or someone else, I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you expect it to be Lawrence next? Like gut feeling. I know you say you're a bit in the dark yourself, but gut feel, or could you not even hazard a guess right now?
Well, I'd edge towards him because the contract's there. So that's literally all I've thought the whole time is it's going to be Lawrence again. So that's the pad work's been geared towards that with Shane. But as a whole, the pad work's generic, but edges towards a fighter. So nothing yet. But it'd be nice to know. I'm starting sparring this week, so it'd be nice to know who we're getting in. But we'll get a few probably generic spars to begin with, and then we'll obviously hopefully we'll know soon.
A man who may have to mix it up and work on the job. How does that rematch go if it happens?
I just think I'll be so much better. I know I'll be so much better in the rematch. I had a great camp in the first fight, but the fight week, you know, I was ill. I didn't put on as much weight as I normally would, anywhere near it, to be honest. And I know the team were probably quite concerned about how much little weight I put on. That was no one's fault. It was just I couldn't stomach the food, really. And so yeah, I just think I'll do a better job in the rematch, and I think it will be a better fight because Lawrence knows he can't get away with the clinching and stuff now as well. So I think that will make him more open and make it a better fight.
Finally from me, actually two more from me. Are you still doing your Saturday morning Bournemouth Run Club?
It was a Sunday morning, but no, it's been difficult because I've been back in camp. I may start it back up. I'm in two minds. So anyone watching this, apologies. I was ill for a few weeks, and I was away for a few weeks, like a couple of months back. And then it sort of just it just died out. So yeah, not sticking by the consistency.
I've stuck you in it here, haven't I?
Not sticking by the consistency builds success mantra that I live by. The training's still there, but the I'm by run club wise not ideal.
Chris, just finally, mums rule the world. You made that very clear, and that historic night in Bournemouth for you. I suppose just a sort of message for you. How is she getting on? And I don't know, just a real special moment for you. That, and I suppose if any of us were given the opportunity to do something like that, we all would.
Yeah. Mum's been given all clear. She had her operation, had a mastectomy, and then had her lymph nodes checked, and they're all clear. So obviously, as a family, we're buzzing. And yeah, it's just the best thing ever, you know. That beats any world title win or anything like that. But yeah, it was a special night, and you know, she's been a rock throughout my life. As I said in the press conference after the fight, she was just always been my hero. So the least I could do was dedicate my world title win to her.
Chris, very well said. We reiterate the same messages. Thank you, as always, for your time, the gentleman you are. Final message to your fans?
Thank you for helping me have that historic night. You know, you you don't have 2 home shows in Bournemouth, you don't have a return home show unless the first one does well, and you don't do a stadium fight unless the fans turn up. So without them, I'm really am nothing. So a huge thank you to the fans.
We'll segregate the Pompey, Bournemouth and Southampton ones next time. Chris Billam Smith, as always, thank you for speaking to us at Boxing Social.